Hello, guys.
Morning, Nick. Hi. Morning, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, not bad at all, thank you very much.
Cool. I don't know if you've been briefed, but we're just looking for a little bit from you guys about cars that would be a trigger. So something in your life that might happen to make you buy a new car. For example. Do you guys do you guys still get excited by this sort of thing? You don't sort of work on you'll never get to a point where you've worked on so many cars that it's no longer fun or anything.
The funny thing is there are so many cars out there that you can't ever. It's like every year when you kind of write the lists of what cars we want to do, there's always something that we have that's a bit elusive or we probably haven't done before, or that's now become interesting for some reason. So I think it's one of those things that just kind of keeps on going.
Yeah. Is it easier to work on cars in America?
Say that again?
Is it easier or much different? Do they sort of look after their cars better, would you say, in America?
I would say it's easier here because of the weather. There's less rust on the cars here in the state of California. But generally in America, I mean, if you're buying a car from the northeast, New York or Boston, cars are very much like they are back at home in the UK. But where we are, we've been blessed with finding some really good rust-free examples of cars, which makes the whole job a lot easier. Plus the Americans, in terms of the deal itself, the Americans are a lot easier to deal with. They are very straight and direct and very to the point when you're putting a sale or a buy from them. They would never disguise a car's history like we would do in Europe. Yeah. They would never say that the car is involved in an accident. In Europe, we'd say the car's never been involved in an accident. We've never mistreated it. Here, they would tell you. They would say, me and my brother, we drove this into a tree and destroyed it, but we rebuilt it and it's much better.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of a different culture here, and I like that. I think it's much more free and open to do deals more honestly.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Do you think they're just more honest in general, or is it just the thing about their cars that they take pride in, sort of looking after?
I think it might be that actually.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Ed, when we've immersed ourselves in the culture here quite a lot in terms of going to car shows at the weekend and really immersing ourselves in what this whole Southern California car culture has to offer. And almost from a very early age, from the age they can hold a spanner in their hand, they seem to sit in the workshop with their dads or their granddads working on cars. So they have a better understanding and a greater respect of cars than we do in Europe, most definitely. And I think that comes through, and they're quite happy to be honest about their car's history with you in that sense, rather than hide behind, whether... in England, you'd never disclose if you change the engine in the car. You just say it runs really well. But here, they'll shout at you to say that they've changed the engine. It's a much better engine. It goes better.
Yeah. Okay, can you tell us if...
I think it might be down to... Sorry.
Go on, go for it.
I was just going to say, I think it's also... There's a big sort of different kind of feeling of community, and the Americans really love sort of joining groups of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, obviously, if you're part of the car community, obviously, the same thing like in the old days, in the UK, when you had little villages and stuff, you couldn't put a foot wrong because obviously everybody would know who you were and what you did. And I think it's the same sort of thing here. So I guess there's a sense of community on bigger and smaller scales all over the place. So I think probably that's something to do with it as well. As Mike said, you actually almost can't get away with it.
Yeah. Okay. And can you tell us just a couple of the cars that are going to be on the series, and which was your favourite to work on?
Yeah, the series kicks off, or one of the very early cars in the series is a wonderful car from Sweden. It's a Volvo PV544. It's a sort of unknown Volvo. It's a saloon car, 4 doors, very much in the classic 1950s Volvo shape, which was also, the shape of American cars back in that time, but with a really good, peppy engine. It was a lightweight car with a very good 4-cylinder dual carb engine, and it meant it dominated the World Rally Championships between the mid-50s and mid-60s, and that's a car that's very early on in the series, together with a Series 2 Land Rover,
right,
a Corvette D3, which is the precursor to the Stingray, so a beautiful Corvette. We have a
classic surf vehicle, the Corvair.
yeah,
a Corvair, which is an air-cooled car. We have a Sunbeam Alpine, which is great. And what else is there? There's so many cars in this series.
And the Honda CBCC is a really cute little. It was actually kind of what really the car that made Honda what it is today. They were just about to chuck in the towel, and then they had a bit of a tiff with General Motors just about the time the fuel crisis came in, and it became the Honda Civic. But of course, obviously, that's really what turned that whole business around. So that's quite a significant little car as well. Quite a bit of fun.
Cool. Okay. Well, if you don't mind, we'd like to ask you a few questions about these sort of lifestyle changes. So, if someone was having a baby and they need a bigger car, or one that's sort of good for getting a car seat in, would you guys be able to recommend one? Do you think?
Yeah, I would. I'll go first if you like, Ed, on these, and or you can go first. But I would say, if you were to have a family and you're into your classic cars, I think Ed's going to have a very similar recommendation to me. But we would suggest going for a Type 2 Volkswagen camper, so you can have your expanding family in your camper and therefore enjoy lovely weekends away. And we've actually done 2 or 3 Volkswagen campers on Wheeler dealers over the last 13 years, and we always find them great fun and easy to look after and to maintain.
Okay.
And that's ready for all the clobber that you need room for.
Yeah, that's true. What about getting married? So if you're getting you're getting a new car
Yes, I mean, in the UK, if you can go and buy any fast Ford, so if you can go and buy any Mark 1, Mark 2 Ford Escort, if you buy any Mark Cortinas are on the ascent, Vauxhall Astra GTEs, Peugeot 205s. A Peugeot 205 GTI recently sold, just 2 weeks ago, for £25,000. So, and I know that there's still cars out there for $4 or $5 grand. So if you can buy a real genuine classic today for like a 205 GTI 1.9, £5,000 or £6,000, look after it, maintain it, care for it, nurture it, within 2 years you'll sell it for more money you bought it for and have the joy of owning it.
Cool. Nice one. All right, well, I'll remember that. I'll see you in 2 years when I've got my money from the
sale. Free motoring. It is the world of classic cars, and it's a really good thing to know. Classic cars is fundamentally it's free motoring. It has been for the past 6 or 7 years, and it will continue to be for the next 2 to 3 years, we think. And it has been free motoring. You know, you've got people that have bought Ferraris that they went and purchased Ferraris 7 or 8 years ago for £2 million, and today they're changing hands for £8 or £9 million. So, you know, if they've had all that money, they've earned millions each year, and had the benefit of owning the.
Yeah, I think I've lost you there, Mike. Are you still there?
I think you lost him too. Yeah.
Sorry, but there's just one more to go, which was a pay rise. So if you've got a bit more money coming in, would you recommend the car based on your income? I think I've lost you as well now, Ed.
No, I'm still thinking. Yeah.
Oh right, okay. So this is if you rise, what would you go and buy yourself?
Yeah. So if you got a new job and a nice pay rise, what would you go and get?
Ed, did you say something?
Yeah, sorry. I was just going to say that I think what I'd go for is a classic, just the coolest classic car you can find. Then I'd actually want to electrify it. I think because then you get loads of cool, but at the same time it becomes super reliable. Obviously, it basically becomes free to run. But the main thing is just like the performance would be blistering. So I think for me that would be the way forward. If you had a ton of money, just literally go out and find the coolest car you can, and then just basically put electric motors in it, and off you go.
Cool. Okay. Mike?
Yeah, I agree with Ed. I mean, absolutely. Look, at the end of the day, if you've got a pay rise and you're looking at your office window, like you are probably right now at the sun, if you stand up and look out the blinds into the car park, you'll probably find that it's a sea of just boring Euro boxes in the car park.
Yeah.
If there was one 1967 Mustang Fastback or a 1968 Camaro or a Fiat 500 with an electric engine, that car would be unique in that car park, and all your other work colleagues would bloody hate you for it, and because you'd be the coolest cat in town, and that's what me and Ed are saying. As long as it stands out, as long as it's unique, as long as it's fun, it doesn't really matter what it is, as long as you're not the same as everybody else, you're not conforming.
Cool. Okay, well, that's pretty much all my questions. So thanks very much for your time, and good luck with the new series.
Thank you.
Cool, and I'll speak to you soon. I'm sure I'll send you the link and everything for it as well.
That'd be great. Thank you. Yeah, send it to us and we'll share it on our social media.
Perfect, that's great. Thanks very much. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Good luck.